of the New Patriotic Party, particularly about Kennedy Agyapong. These few days, it's more or less like he's been trending. Mamu news about the backlashes on warning NPP for say they should be warned. And next year in June 2027, he's coming at them and a whole lot. Kennedy Agyapong has said a number of things that our church says, see, you NPP people, you have to be careful. I'm warning you, you people should stay out of my game and a whole lot. So in this issue, and some high leaders of the New Patriotic Party, and I'm advise Dr. Bawumia, our flag bearer, or say, see what is happening, and some of these staffs coming from Kennedy Agyapong is something that we shouldn't tolerate. It's something that we should actually halt. We should actually look at removing him from the New Patriotic Party. He's not supposed to be there. So a number of people, and as a high officials from the New Patriotic Party, are beginning to advise Dr. Bawumia, say Wimbe Koswa, what's Kennedy Agyapong is saying here and there, something that is going to raise an alarm, something that is going to affect the party come 2028 election. So something has to be done. Say they should ban him, and I say almost sacking from the New Patriotic Party. You can share this particular video and how Dr. Bawumia responded to this kind of claims coming from high officials of the New Patriotic Party. You can share video number.
We've done our major elections, in fact, the most crucial elections, early. So we have a bit of time to consolidate the party. Yeah. And the flag bearer is quietly engaged in that effort. Many of the things that he is doing to bring everybody assuage feelings. Yeah. Losing the major elections like that is not easy. Yeah. He is embarking on them quietly. Some of them have come to the fore, meetings that he's had with various personalities who have felt alienated from the NPP and not bringing in what they can. He's meeting all of them. Some of them have come out, and I'm sure you've seen many of them. But beyond that, he's meeting a lot more that haven't come out. Okay. Quiet. He's met with the people who contested him, and behind him formed queues of supporters. He's met with all of them. Okay. He's met with Kennedy Agyapong, he's met with Brian Agyapong, he's met with Kwabena Agyapong, and
Dr.
Educhum and all of that. Okay. And they are supporters to, if you take communication, many of their spokespersons and active communicators are part of the team now. And so it's a continuing effort. And I believe that when the hurt feelings have been assuaged and so on, people, it always happens. Yeah. Sometimes
some observers have suggested that the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has maintained a relatively low profile in the party's efforts to regain power following his defeat to Dr. Bawumia in the presidential primaries. Do you agree with that assessment? And in your view, has Dr. Bawumia's camp done enough to, as it were, bring him on board, actively engage him in the campaign? Because recently he publicly criticized the NPP over the stalled projects such as the Afari military hospital. Do you see his comments as constructive criticism or a sign of unresolved tensions?
There are people in the NPP who raise issues about the NPP. Yeah. We hope that those issues are raised internally, that's within the NPP, but you don't always have it like that. Recently, the two cabinet ministers raised, in fact, took their own government to task over this, the treatment of suspects. You remember, two cabinet ministers came out to say that what their own government is supervising is very, very wrong. So I'm sure they could have expressed those views internally, but they chose to do it publicly. Some will say, look, internal democracy, once it doesn't degenerate into beyond a certain point, and so raising issues about how the party or the government could have done it better in public. Like I'm saying, we hope that it's done internally. But once a while, people on the spare. But look, I was at a meeting when the Dr. Bawumia met with Kennedy Agyapong.
Yeah.
It was a very cordial meeting. He said to Dr. Bawumia that he wanted to take a quiet time.
Okay.
And that at the appropriate time, he'll come on board.
Okay.
And many a time, some of these things are said as outbursts, with a bit of anger and so on.
Yeah.
But when the anger cools down, people will then act in a certain frame. So I am not particularly worried about some of these things. People who come out, look, a lot of things were said against Dr. Bawumia by sitting members of parliament. I don't want to repeat some of them, but some of them were really vicious.
Yeah, they were.
Even his wife was attacked. Some even tried to tag his wife as a foreigner who would not bring anything to internal elections, but people were able to do, and I'm sure from all sides, people purporting to support this candidate were. But these are all internal matters. We have a council of elders, very, very vibrant council of elders that consists of very seasoned people, and they are going to be seized with the job of bringing everybody on board.
Right. Now, is there sufficient space within the party for dissenting voices without being viewed as disloyal? Because if you monitored this morning,
every organization, you are not going to think alike, but you want that is handled internally. Once, so every party knows that we are there because we believe in a cause, not because we all think alike.
Right.
We believe in a cause. So once in a while it happens. It's how you deal with it. And like I'm saying, the NPP has a very good infrastructure in the body of the Council of Elders, and I'm sure they'll be seized with this. Give it a little bit of time, and you'll see.
All right. So for those of you who were wondering whether the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has been spoken to or not, Honorable Akumia has revealed here that he actually said he wanted to take a little break and that he will come back.
So that was a response coming from a top-notch MPP MPP stalwarts. Say yes, people are beginning to say that it's like Bawumia or their flag bearer on banning Kennedy Agyapong from the NPP party because he's saying too much and not say or not say. So there have to be some measures to put him aside or to remove his political colors, if I may say so. So it's something that is going on in the space. People are beginning to say this and that about Kennedy Agyapong because they feel he's talking too much. And the way he's warning the New Patriotic Party, say next year in June, he's going to expose so much. It's raising an alarm. So the NPP stalwarts or leaders of the NPP, it's high time say make a decision, say removing the political colors or set him aside or expose him that he's actually not part of their party anymore. And the same issue and a concerned Ghanaian. Also, then say what Kennedy Agyapong is doing is actually something that we should clap for, we should celebrate, because he's one of the politicians who puts aside politics and say what it is, whether it is this or this. For him, is somebody that we have to hail because he does not put on political colors. Say and now because say a same way or MPP for their own KB, and as there's something going wrong in the New Patriotic Party, because he's an MPP person, so he has to be celebrated. Or try not just to say, and this if and obi coming out and over out say or cassetia and as or expose some of the things NDC for yeah, would they be happy about it, and how well would they treat them? So he mentioned a number of things in this video. Or say it's high time that we as Ghanaians, we should wear a Ghanaian cap or shoes or dresses to show that we are Ghanaians, rather than speaking beside or speaking behind, standing behind a particular political party. Now we praise them, we are the bonnet card, then you are hailing them, and he said a number of things.
NPP4, I've got a question for you guys. On the way, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, or two more party, we be Mkoya or bash and Crawford. Young fan there, in Casoye NDC and Koya them NDC party more. In the way now, a more bashing and come bashing at them, another and come back at the upper paid a real power. There is one reason in Taba Panamon Penasem. There is one reason in Taba Panamon Penasem. Before now I'm about done, let me talk about why he's trending in the first place. There is one hospital called the Afari Military Hospital which has been abandoned. NPP for Kohokoye protest there are buying non-continue non-commission view. Okohoko the door when they showing Ghanaians that Charlie they care about the country and all that, which is a good thing. Opposition saw us all my buying pressure on Yejuma. I love it because of Ghana. But here is where I draw the line. If that protest is just to serve a political agenda, I mean, walk first, and I'm there. Oh, challenge coffee. Why are they at them hospital there? Washing away if you until Honorable Kennedy Agyapong the interview. Okay. MPP, what time war power? 8 years now. That hospital was abandoned.
As a ferry hospital been there for 15 months. We were there for 8 years. You didn't do it. NBC started this. Why didn't you complete it? You were there for 8 years, you didn't complete it.
Me and Ghana who first. Me enjoy them MPP, NDC politics. All the say chrono.
We are not doing politics. I'm speaking the truth. This is Ghana. Stop that. We will criticize NDC, we will criticize MPP. That's the only way to go.
As my papa kind. Time now papa can no be nature obunyi. Oh, Honorable, come I say, hey, stop blinking your eye. I mean, cannot
don't blink your eye. See, when I mentioned MPP, he was blinking his eye. Why do you want me to criticize NDC and leave MPP? When I know that both parties, they didn't do the right thing for the country.
We were in MPP for soldier gonna do. Or started the war yarn. Young come back to question na maybe sir from the beginning there. Senka Kennedy Agyapong or NDC and Anka Oya the Madana. Like, will you call him the realist, or you would have bashed him the way you are bashing him now? The agenda is to come to power and make money for yourselves. It is not about the country Ghana. Inti se obi wo mumu na se onye team player na or start there or kasa against inyeme bia mo yepe na mubuefu, because script na ma try to hono, he's not following it. And that is the one reason in ta mumpenasem. Senka pe Ghana asempa anka bisa ho de asem ya Kennedy Agyapong kan nka ne bono wo minye mo he. To be very honest with you, Oba out your back Oba spill beans agenda 10107 11107. I didn't like it.
Ghana for person here. Women say agenda 111. To be completely back contract, you know, I demand other people 10%. Ghana, me say, and then NPP for they should be careful with me. So maybe you're better. Only a mess beans all over the place. Now man I catch you say, me my president Jamini. Maybe free me sight you never know. I'm only thinking of the youth of this country and not NPP. And before we are ready, me say July 2027, me no more action. I will Ghana. You'll be surprised. You think I'm stupid?
Say agenda bi wo ho na say enyama bi akokodo a abenti na ede twen na obufu ansa na daba. Say Dogana ede bash instant and ede twen na bibi sansa. However, I understand that sometimes no ede o play that team member to a certain extent. But here dey obodu baby no nso no obetawo aponchene ebeje war. Nti metena ase from baby ofi by there obespill beans. And however, me feel there Dogana in there etwen na asama ansa na ede nsama ba. But doesn't change the fact that the man is somebody who says it as it is. And that is why I like him. And you see, it's so funny. Most of you guys who are insulting him on social media are youth who should fight for the common goal of making Ghana great. But you don't know that subconsciously, you are fighting for somebody who is wrecking the nation. These political parties. But I've come to understand, most of the youths in the country are fools. Nyasafoka create hu de won kwete won tumo nko entokwa nte de wa line no nso wo discan bi no woko chale ose ani ne ya sen wi ase no mbia bibiro wo ebutu me move akọ the way the youth are getting involved in politics now, and they are getting involved in the wrong way, it is dangerous. You might not know, but it is very dangerous. So right now, you've come to understand, and before some of us, I didn't have a payment penasem. Monfanatics na den tonchen. The reason I'm on penasem united, ada on yena okan, mumpe.